Welcome to Stand Up Revolution. I am your host, Gabriel Iglesias, the artist formerly known as Pikachu. And we are coming to you from a comedy club called Stand Up Live in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Hell yeah. Home of the capital of racial profiling. Anyway, you doing okay, bro? I know, I'm close, huh? If I fall, that's it. With all this color. And on the whole front row, it's like Avatar. Feeling good, man. This is cool, you guys. We've been in town all week hanging out, having fun. And for me, this is cool because I've been coming here for so long. And it's nice to walk into places and have people freak out. I'm not gonna lie, it does something for me. You know, I'm walking into McDonald's and they're losing it. What are you doing here? Hello, I have one too. But now I find myself abusing the power. You know, I get to the register and they're freaking out, you know. Are you Gabriel Iglesias? I'm like, I don't know. Is the food free? Like, yes, it is. And like for me, the best hookup so far, has been at Disney. Oh man, I showed up, people were giving me free stuff left and right. You know, I'm there with my family and they were loving it. Free sodas, hats and stuff. And people kept walking up. Can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? You know, and I'm not one of those, you know, I'm not one of those, you know, no, get away. Nuh-uh. I didn't get attention as a kid, so now it's on. So all day, picture. And the series highlight for me was watching two kids walk past Disney characters to get to me. Oh, and they were hating. I could hear them too. Whatever, dude. All day, picture, and all it took was one kid, to crush me. Yeah, just humbled you really quick. And I walked up to me, he's all, you know, like, oh my God, I just saw you on TV. Oh, can I take a picture? Let's do it, bro. Oh my God, this is so cool. It's so cool. I can't wait to tell my dad I took a picture with the guy that repossesses cars. Ladies and gentlemen, from Operation Repo, the star, Mr. Lou Pizarro. Hey, what's up? Hell yeah. No, hombre, dude, you look like you've been repossessing quesadillas, bro. Seriously. All right, we gotta settle it. We were here together in one spot, all over the internet, the two lookalikes. All right, we gotta settle it. Who's fatter? Don't make me fall on you, bro. Seriously, yeah, look at that. Damn! Hell yeah, you and I, we could play football, huh? We won't even move, just go ahead, come on. Oh, I'm already sweating, look, just hugging you.
Está haciendo calor, it's so hot.
Yeah. But we are here, you guys. I am so excited to be doing this show. I've been given this opportunity, and I want to share it with as many of my personal friends that are comics. And it's going to be a good time, you guys. And it was a really big fight with the network to come up with the title for the show. Because when they find out, you know, it was me, and that I was going to have a few of my amigos on the show, automatically they tried to put a catchy name for it. Anytime comedy clubs, networks, theaters get together, and there's more than one minority on a show, they always want to put a catchy name. You know, for as long as I've been performing in Arizona, anytime I do a show and there's more than 3 Latinos, forget it. Latino night, Hispanic night. You know, Mojado Monday or Taco Tuesday or Wetback Wednesday or Tortilla Thursday or Fiesta Friday or Sábado Gigante. But they do that to everybody. That happens to African Americans as well. They'll call the show Urban Night, Apollo Night, Def Jam Comedy Night. But that's as far as they'll take it. And they won't take it to the next level like they will for us. Because, you know, there's people fighting for black rights. We don't have anyone. We got Repo. And he's got his own agenda, you know? I guarantee you, my African-American brothers and sisters, you will never see a malt liquor Monday. Or Tupac Tuesday, or Watermelon Wednesday, or Thong Thursday, or Fried Chicken Friday, or Sookie Sookie Saturday, or Slap a Hoe Sunday. And that most definitely would never happen to rednecks. He got quiet. I'm gonna do the joke. Because it'll never happen. You'll never hear of a monster truck Monday or a trailer park Tuesday or white trash Wednesday or take your sister out Thursday.
Look at. Oh, hell no, Fluffy. You done crossed the line now. I'm from Apache Junction. We don't play that.
If I'm at a bar and I'm sitting at the bar, I'm in a drinking environment. If someone sends me a shot, I don't say no. I say thank you. I accept the shot and I tell the bartender who sent it so that I can lock eyes with that person and go, thank you. And they can see me drink the shot so they know it didn't go to waste. If someone sends me a shot, I take that as a compliment. I think it's an awesome thing if someone sends you a drink. And so when I send someone a drink, I mean good intentions with that drink. And if that person is like at the bar and they're like, ugh, no, I take offense to that. I'm like, ugh, dick. I don't want to make someone feel that way. So I know if I'm in a drinking environment, I don't say no. I have already established the fact that this is a drinking environment. I've already done 2 rounds. And so I see what's going on and I'm looking for help because that's a lot. So I look for security and I'm like, security! And security sees, and security was so clueless that night. They're like, want me to help you drink? No, stupid! Martin is gone somewhere, security's clueless, so I'm stuck on my own. So I walk over, and I start drinking. I grabbed the first shot, and I held it up, and I said, to Orlando. Boom. Second one, to Orlando. Boom. Third one, to Orlando. Boom. After about 8 shots, I was like, to Nanando. Boom. After about 12 shots, I was like, to Armando. Boom. I did 17 shots of Jaeger. At this point, people are no longer watching my show for the sake of stand-up comedy. They're watching a train wreck, and they don't want to leave because they want to see what's going to happen. I am now reaching for number 18. And as I'm reaching for it, someone in the back of the room yells out, take it off! And I was like, you take it off! And then her boyfriend stands up. Hey, she'll take off whatever you take off. And all of a sudden, we had a party. That girl came up on stage and she was beautiful, according to Jaeger. She's standing on the stage next to me, but at this point, I'm so gone, I can barely finish a sentence. So then the crowd starts chanting, take it off, take it off. I'm like, here we go. So I kick off a shoe. She kicks off a sandal. I kick off the other shoe. She kicks off the other sandal. And we started going toe to toe. Eventually, I end up in my boxers and nothing else. And she's in a sports bra and her underwear. And it's her turn. And we all know it's her turn. And this is what I feel like I might get in trouble for because I was instigating. I was like, we're going to see something. We're going to see something. I don't know what we're going to see, but we're going to see something. It's either going to be Momo or Meow Meow. It's going to be something. As soon as she heard Meow Meow, she ran off the stage. And now I'm standing there in my boxers. No one there to help me. Finally, my friend shows up. Martin comes out the door, runs down the stairs, takes the microphone away from me. He goes, get your ass upstairs. I'm not paying attention. I'm just looking at the ground. You know, I am gone. I'm this guy. I look like the end of a Mortal Kombat game. So I'm not looking at Martin, so he pops me in the chest. He goes, hey, huh? And I see Martin's face, and his whole face is covered with salt. Because he's a whore. Martin says, get your ass upstairs. Okay, Martin. So I start trying to walk up the stairs, but I can't because I'm too drunk. So I got to do that little baby bear crawl. You know, that football thing where you get on all fours. And so I crawled all the way up the stairs like a little baby bear. And when I got to the top, everyone cheered. He made it. And so I'm still, woo! And Martin, he's just trying to get me to go away. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mr. Gabriel Iglesias. This man gave you everything he had. He almost got naked for you. And then I heard, almost. And a little devil appeared on my shoulder. And his name was Jaeger. And from the top of the stairs, freaking 3, 2, 1. I tell you what. And I threw my underwear at Martin. Half the crowd saw my side naked profile. The other half saw Pikachu. I did manage to stay busy during the pandemic. I did a movie from my living room. Yeah, and it wasn't even on Pornhub. The movie already came out in theaters. It's called Space Jam. It's the movie with LeBron. Los Angeles, you are looking at the new voice of Speedy Gonzalez. Thank you. I found it ironic that they hired the slowest Mexican to play the fastest. You know? And 2 weeks after I get this part, I come to find out that they're trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez. I'm sure some of you heard that they came after 2 cartoons. They came after Pepe Le Pew and Speedy. Now, Pepe, I understand. He's a little touchy. You know, but he disguises it with the But Speedy Gonzalez, what's his crime? He's Mexican and he's fast. That is not a crime. In Montebello, that's called job security. So I said, I cannot let them hurt Speedy. You know, I can't let them cancel him. So I came to his defense. Plus, it was my only job. I went to the only place I felt I could go to protect him. I went on Twitter. And Twitter's a scary place. It is. You only go there to fight, to get into it, to prove a point. And so a friend of mine said, if you want to get some attention, use a hashtag. And so I did. And I wrote a tweet that said, hey, hashtag cancel culture. My name is Gabriel Iglesias, and I'm the new voice of Speedy Gonzalez. You cannot cancel or catch me. And I posted it. I had no idea that when you go on Twitter looking for problems, you will find them. Oh yeah, every major news outlet picked up my tweet and used it in a story about cancel culture. ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN. If I would have known that, I would have used spell check. Because my family called. Eres pendejo, qué chingados, ¿qué te pasa? No escribe bien. Oh my God. Even Fox News did a story with my tweet. Fox News. You know how I know? My bus driver Dave called me. Oh, he was thrilled. He was like, Fluffy, God damn it, I've never been prouder. You made it, baby. You're on Fox News. I said, Dave, shut up. You're stupid. He's like, America. Even Warner Brothers Pictures reached out to say thank you, and before I know it, I was on a Zoom call. And I know a lot of us had to get used to Zoom, and it's kind of convenient, right? All they see is this. So to entertain myself, every time I took a Zoom call, I was full Winnie the Pooh. And if you're not laughing right now, you better ask someone who is, because there is no coming back from full Winnie the Pooh. I was leaving baby powder all over the house. It looked like an episode of Narcos. So I get on the Zoom call, with the director, writer, and producer of Space Jam. And they're being super nice, super supportive, super cool. They're like, Gabriel, thank you so much for lending your voice talents to our film. We really, really appreciate you being part of this. If you have any questions or concerns, let us know. So, well, thank you. We have a question for you. I said, okay. How do you feel about the voice of Speedy Gonzalez? I said, well, what do you mean? Well, you know, some people find him to be a little stereotypical. What are your thoughts? I said, well, you have not met my family. I cannot speak for all brown people, but I can tell you that me personally, in my house growing up, Speedy Gonzalez was not viewed in a negative way. As a matter of fact, he was the only form of representation we had growing up. It was him and the little bumblebee on The Simpsons. Gabriel, we were thinking that perhaps you would like to lend your real speaking voice to the character, maybe modernize him a little, you know, bring him up to speed. I said, well, you know, with all due respect, I appreciate the fact that you would give me the power to change the sound of such an iconic character. But at the end of the day, when people see the movie, I don't want them to think of me. I want them to think of Speedy Gonzalez. So I said, please keep his voice original. And then he asked the question, well, do you think you can do the voice? How did I get the part? Now remember, I never auditioned for Speedy Gonzalez. They just called me, and I assumed that they knew that I did voices for a living and that I could pull this off. So I says, what made you choose me if you didn't know whether or not I could do the... Oh. You needed a big brown shield in case shit happened, huh? And then all three people on the phone call were like... I said, well, don't worry, because with me, you get a twofer. You get an actual Mexican, and you get someone that can nail the voice. So, oh yeah. That's right. So before I know it, this sound person, the guy who does recordings over at Warner Brothers, gets on the call. The only thing I know about this guy is that he's loud. Okay, he gets on the call, he's like, Gabriel Iglesias, how are you? Wow, wow. How's it going? My name is Steven. I'm the sound coordinator here at Warner Brothers Pictures. So listen, buddy, here's what's going to happen. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record. And as soon as I hit record, I just need for you to start talking like Speedy Gonzalez. We're going to get the flow, the tempo, the timing. And as soon as we got it dialed in, we're going to make a movie. Sound good? Sounds good. All right, this is Gabriel Iglesias for Space Jam, A New Legacy. Speedy Gonzalez, take one. Gabriel, mic check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sounds good. All right, here we go. And go. All right, here we go.
Hola amigos, I am Speedy González de Pases Mouse en all México. ¡Arriba! ¡Epa, pándale!
The director, writer, and producer, all three were like, that was perfect. I said, I know, I've been Mexican a long time. And I said, and don't just think that just because I'm Mexican, I can only play the Mexican character. I said, I do voices for a living. If given the opportunity, I could voice the entire film all by myself. I could. Watch. Marvin the Martian.
Oh my modulator.
Yosemite Sam. Ah, hike that rabbit. Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
I said, you can fire all the other voice actors right now. I will do the whole movie for half plus medical insurance. And it was the middle of 2020, so I meant that shit. I'm like, yeah, no copay, no copay. So here's the story. So I had done shows before, you know, in Texas, and I had never done a show in San Antonio. So the original plan was we wanted to record a special in San Antonio for the new Netflix show, you know, for the series. So we couldn't really travel too much. And remember, they kept telling us, stay in your bubble, stay in your COVID bubble. Don't forget to stay in your bubble. So in order to be as proactive and just careful, we all went out there together as a team, okay? And then we all basically said, we're gonna do a residency in San Antonio for 30 days. 30 shows in 30 days. And on the last day, we'll record a new special. This way it gives me a chance to start performing again because it'd been over a year since I touched the stage. And so we get there and they gave me the option. Do you want to stay in a house or do you want to stay in a hotel? And I said, well, I've never lived in Texas before, so let's see what a house feels like. So they got us like this fancy Airbnb, and basically, it was Martin, Alfred, my friend Rick, myself. It was like 4 of us. It was like the Mexican version of the real world, okay? So we're all in this big house together. Everyone gets their own room. And so, of course, I get the big room because it's me. And, look at some. No. Yes. So I open up the door. I turn on the light. Click. And I'm like, this is a beautiful room. Wow. Look how big it is. And then I notice there's a hole in the wall. And I said, that's weird. So I get really close to the wall. And when I got close, I realized it's not a hole. It's a big-ass roach. And let me tell you, I am not exaggerating when I tell you that cuca was this big. That roach was this big. Now, I have used this unit of measure before to exaggerate. And let me tell you, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that freaking cucaracha was this big. And I don't want you guys thinking, oh, what, you think you're too good for roaches? No. I grew up with roaches my whole life. My mom and I, we lived in apartment buildings, projects. We always had roaches, but they were different. First of all, they were this big. And California roaches are very different, okay? For example, when you turn on the light, they scatter. In Texas, he chilled. In California, they respond to sound and movement. Ah! Scatter. I tried my California technique on this Tejano roach. I said, ah! And the roach was like, what? Oh my God, I don't think he's in my room. I think I'm in his. And at that moment, my tour manager walks in the room and she's like, is everything okay with the accommodations? I said, no, the room is beautiful, but look at the wall. Aw, there's a hole in the wall. I said, get closer. She gets up to the wall and she's like, oh, it's a big ass roach. I said, you're okay with that? She said, he's not in my room. She can see that I'm visibly bothered by this roach. So she's like, would you like me to take care of your little friend for you? And it is a little emasculating because I'm a big guy and she's like 5'2". So she's like, move, fool. She takes off her shoes, she grabs it, she gets up on a chair, and she brings it back, and she's like, soy la 69. Bam! Nailed that roach. Threw down her shoe, put it on. I look at the wall, and it kept moving. And I said, you have angered our friend. And she was like defensive. Fool, round two. So she grabs her shoe, gets back up on the stool, and she brings it back. And just as she's about to nail this roach for the second time, that shit started flying.
My first car was a 1968 Volkswagen bus. One thing led to another, and now there's 30 of them. My Volkswagens are my babies, along with this guy right here. It's my glorified man cave. I already have it in my will that when I die, this place gets turned over to the city and becomes a museum. I'm gonna make it Mexican Graceland. People can show up. Don't forget to get your fluffy t-shirts on the way out. Okay. I'm one of those people that once I get excited about something, I go all the way with it. Every single room has a story to it. The conference room just has all these pictures of all the things that have happened over the last 20 years. Even the parking lot has history. I don't understand how some collectors they'll buy stuff and they just leave it in the box. They're like, no, I gotta leave it in the box. Just it's in the box. I got it. It's in the box. Every single one of my sideshow pieces is out of the box. First thing everyone said when I got them is, those are nice, don't take them out of the box. That. I'm taking them out of the box. Welcome to my little collector corner. I turned this whole area into my little Marvel, I don't even know what you want to call it, but this is where I keep all my cool stuff. This piece right here is a Captain America shield that's autographed. It has that cool light, so without it, it's cool. Oh my God. It's all right. How much is that? I've seen nicer. Where did you get it? See? It's magical. Some people have been following comics and superheroes since they were little kids, and now they're grown-ups, and now they got their kids, and then they grew up. I keep forgetting how old I am now. I'm an entertainer. I go up on stage and I want to relate to people. There's been bits that I've done in my show where I talk about comics, comic book heroes, movies, stuff like that. But it's one of those things that does bring people together. My name is Gabriel Iglesias, and I'm a sideshow collector. I collect chihuahuas too. If you haven't noticed, they just show up. They're like gremlins.
Systematic, healthy, husky, fluffy. Drop through fanatic, ladies check out the figure. Curvaceous and climatic, man, he's hotter than a tan on a Jersey Shore fanatic. Look here, not so Mr. Fabulous and road trip. Fluffy, the palm tree to your toothpick. Refrigerator, laughing stater, cracking smiles to South Decatur. Hits and giggles, instigator, fluffalicious makes it greater. Say hello, this is the Fluffy Show. Hey, it's Fluffy. It's time to let you know this is the Fluffy Show. Hey, it's Fluffy. Yeah, yo, Fluffy, what's the status? Show enough, yo, who's the baddest? Yo, hit them funny bones with them comedic acrobatics. Feel the force, boy. Quit all that chatter. I just get more fluffy. Hopefully the chocolate cake is fatter. Chocolate cake, fluffy. We're Hawaii to Cali fresh, yes. You got your Hawaiian shirt pressed. Oh my God, yeah. His palms so built tough like King Kong. Everybody stand up, fluff it up and sing the song.
But I guess I should feel honored at the fact that someone at his level would even acknowledge a comedian. It feels good at least knowing that he knows who I am, which is nice. It at least makes me feel relevant. Because, after 2019, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Honestly, for me, I thought that 2019 was the best year I ever had in comedy. And the reason why I say this is because I was this close to hosting the Oscars. Yeah. Pretty sure I got a good chance next year. The year that I almost got to host, that was the year that Kevin Hart was supposed to host. And I don't know if you guys remember the story or not, but basically, Kevin Hart was supposed to host the Oscars. And anytime you host, the background check is next level, okay? They go through all of your social media, all the way back to MySpace. People over 40, you know what's up. Come to find out that 10 years ago, Kevin Hart had sent out a couple of tweets that were questionable. So the Academy confronted Kevin Hart about the tweets. And they said, Kevin, can you please explain? And Kevin was like, yes, I said those things. I acknowledged them 10 years ago. And I apologized 10 years ago. Can we move forward? And the Academy was like, well, good, Kevin. We're glad that you apologized because they've been brought to our attention again. And we need for this to go away. So we need you to apologize. And Kevin said, you can't make me apologize twice for the same thing 10 years apart. And they said, well, you have to, because if you don't, you cannot host the Oscars. And Kevin said, well, thank you, but no thank you. And he walked away from the job. I would have done the same thing in his position. Because by him apologizing, he gives more power to cancel culture, and we can't give him more. We got to take it back. So now the Academy was left with a problem, trying to find a suitable replacement for Kevin Hart, which is not an easy thing to do. So they reached out to a bunch of actors to see if there was interest. And everyone said the same thing. Thank you, but no thank you. We want no part of that Kevin Hart drama. No one wanted the job. Me, on the other hand. Oh, I recognize a job opening when I see one. So I had my manager call the Academy, and the Academy was thrilled to hear from anyone. They were like, Gabriel Iglesias, yes, we know who he is. He's very funny, very witty. We think he would make a good host for the Oscars. Please have him submit some comedy material so we can see what the vibe of the night would be. And based on the material, we'll make our choice. So that's what I did. I sat down one night, got a pen, piece of paper, wrote out a bunch of jokes, and I turned them into the Oscars. And I think that's why they said no. It never made it to TV. So tonight, I would like to do the opening joke that I was going to do for the Oscars. And then you can decide what the vibe of the night would have been. All right, let me do the voice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Academy Awards. Here's tonight's host, comedian, funny man, Gabriel Iglesias. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It is an honor. Thank you. Thank you. It is an honor to be here tonight hosting the Oscars. In keeping with tradition, here is another Mexican doing a job nobody else wanted. And they passed. They passed. Yeah. You know, and then getting back into the swing of things, we have definitely come a long way from 2020. The fact that we're in a sold-out stadium, elbow to elbow, ready to laugh, have fun. We've come a long way. You know? 2020, you guys, I got to just thank my dogs. I got to thank my dogs, because my dogs kept me sane. They kept me happy. They kept me focused. Because I was so depressed. I was sad. I didn't know what to make of things. Do we have any dog owners? Yeah? See, dog owners, you know what's up. No other animal in the world will give you 100% like a dog. What, cat? No. I'm sorry. No disrespect to cats or cat owners. But cat owners, you know as well as I do. Your cats, because I know you got more than one. Your cats look at you like you live in their house. You walk in, you try to scold them for something. And then when you try to talk to them, they turn their back on you and show you their butthole. And you're staring, you're like, oh my God, it's so dark. Only a dog will give you 100% of itself. That's why they get so sad when they know you're about to leave, and why they get so happy when you come home. You are literally everything they've been looking forward to. And now you're back! I know for a fact, nothing on this planet loves me more than my dogs. I said this last night and someone said, what about your son? I said, nothing loves me more. I could leave my dressing room for 1 minute or 1 hour. When I come back, the reaction is the same. It is the greatest moment ever, every single time. Oh yeah. My dog Vinny will jump off the couch and run towards me top speed. And then when he gets to me, he jumps up and down. And he makes a sound like a... You can almost hear, where were you? Where were you? Where were you? And he pees everywhere. I used to get upset that he would do that, but then I thought about it. My dog loves me so much, he cannot control his own bodily functions. That's why when I would go home, I would immediately pick him up before anything. And then my girlfriend would get mad. How come you don't come to me first? I said, because the dog loves me more. How do you know I don't love you more? I said, I don't see a puddle. Mira, dry. Yeah, she didn't like that. Sorry. But yeah, these dogs, man, let me tell you. And I apologize if I'm kind of stuttering or I'm not as focused right now. I have never been distracted by a blimp with my face on it. I'm sorry, Netflix, but shit, this... This is like a birthday and Christmas and the Super Bowl and the World Series and losing my virginity all at the same time. Oh, even saw the lights of the Goodyear blimp. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just so goddamn happy right now. Thank you. I wish my mom were here to see this. You have no idea. She would have been happy to see all of you, but she would have been like,
No, chingue su madre. Mira lo que mi hijo está en el cielo. Anda ya con Jesus in the sky. Mira.
that is amazing.
Three years ago, I bought a Beetle, not even thinking. That's not the joke. Shut up. See, I can't even tell you guys this story already. I wasn't thinking. I bought the car because it was affordable, economical, brand new freaking Beetle for like 17 grand. I was like, first new car. I go to show it off at my friend Martin's house. I thought it was nice. I pull up, you know. Martin! He lives in the hood. I don't get out the car. Across the street, there are these gang members. The kind of gang members, they don't really get into, you know, like shooting people and stuff like that. They just hang out on the porch and talk a lot of smack. And so I'm there in a Beetle, and across the street, I hear this, right? I'm like, Martin! And over here, I hear, Órale! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? How'd you get in there, is it? Hurry up, Martin! 2 months later, I go back to pick him up. Now I've had some time to work on the car, right? I put some rims on it, some stickers. I put a chip in the motor so it goes faster. I thought it was bad, right? I pull up. Martin! Órale! I'm not turning around. Hey! Hey! I don't see you. Yoo-hoo! Hey! Oh! What? Check it out, hey! It's the Fat and the Furious! I didn't even wait, man. Got rid of that car, man. I traded it in and got myself a big old SUV. It was nice for a while. This car freaking sucked on mileage, so man, it got 11 miles to the gallon. Oh, you cannot be badass in a car that kills gas like I kill tacos. You can't. You can't be at the stoplight trying to intimidate other cars. You know, what? Whoa. $20 right there. Hell no, man. But it was kind of cool. It had a GPS navigational system in it, and OnStar, which was really cool. You know, I'm driving, and all of a sudden, this girl's talking to me.
right turn up ahead. In 3/4 of a mile, left turn.
And I'm like, whatever you say, baby. So let me give you a heads up as to what has happened since the last time I did a special. My son Frankie is now 19 years old. 19 years old, high school graduate. He has all his shots, ladies. People tell me all the time, why do you talk about your son so much? Because he won't leave. Does he like it when you talk about him? I said, no, he hates it. Well, why do you do it? Because he won't leave. I'll tell you what he likes to do right now. He likes to sit around the house and watch videos of other kids playing video games. See, some of you are clapping. I didn't know that was an actual thing. I asked him, what are you doing? I'm watching other kids playing video games. I said, that's really? Why? Well, they're professionals. I'm like, why would you watch something that you could be doing? Because they're professionals. That's dumb. Really, Dad? Every Sunday, I see you watching football. How come you don't play? I didn't even argue. I just cut off the internet. My son's problem right now is that he has, according to him, too many options. Okay, that's his problem. I'm like, poor guy. I have so many options, Dad. I don't know what to do. Write them down. Put them on a wheel. Freaking. Today, plumber. Something. The problem is we go places, people find out he is my son, and then they offer him opportunities. He doesn't understand that that's not how the real world works. I know about struggling and clawing and fighting for the opportunity to do something. He doesn't get it yet. And that's my fault. For example, I take him and his mom out to dinner, okay? I took them both to Red Lobster. Now, Houston, me personally, I love Red Lobster, okay? And not even for the seafood. I'm talking about the biscuits. Oh, yeah. So we're sitting there and we're having a conversation with our son about life, opportunity, what does he want to do with himself? And as we're talking to him, the manager from Red Lobster walks over to our table. And he's being really cool, right? He's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. He looks at my son. Is this the infamous Frankie? I said, why, yes, it is. He just graduated. Congratulations. And he's looking for a job. The manager goes, oh, say no more. And he gives my son a business card. And then he starts to say, listen, Frankie, this is all you have to do. Just go online and fill out the application. Once it's registered, call me personally, and I'll see to it that you get an interview. The only position we have available right now is for a host, but there's plenty of room for opportunity here at Red Lobster. Besides, you got one hell of a reference. And then he walked away, and I was like, oh my God. I'm gonna get free biscuits. My son looks at me and says, I don't want to work at Red Lobster. I said, Frankie, no one is making you work anywhere. This is just another opportunity that you're wasting. Okay, no Red Lobster. What's your plan? Oh, I don't know. I got frustrated, so I raised my voice. Well, you better start thinking. His mom didn't like that. Don't talk to him like that. I said, look, biscuit blocker. See, up to this point, we have agreed on how we raise our son. But in this situation, she's trying to protect him from the world. I'm trying to prepare him for the world. If he cannot handle me raising my voice to get his attention, to see the bigger picture, he's not ready for a world that doesn't care about his feelings. So I say, you know what? I gotta have a one-on-one with him. I gotta have a one-on-one without. So I take him out to the movies. We get in the car, we take off. Little 20-minute drive, okay? As we're driving, I figure I'll have a little one-on-one with him. Maybe this way it doesn't feel like a talk. I thought he understood what I was trying to say. It's late, we're leaving the movies, we're pulling out of the parking structure, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a cop car. And I made a sound, I was like, ugh. And Frankie goes, what is it, Dad? I said, there's a cop at the light. What are you worried about? He's gonna stop us. How do you know? Watch. I made that left turn. Frankie's losing it. It's happening! I said, relax. I pull over. Cop pulls up from behind. Immediately, driver, windows down. Driver, hands out the window.
Serious?
Both of them. I can't, I'm fat! He gets to the window, and he's got the flashlight, and he shines the light right in my face. He's like, license? Yeah. Here. He takes the license, and then, of course, do you know why I stopped you? Officer, no, I don't, but I'm sure you're about to tell me. You don't have a front plate on your car. I said, officer, you're absolutely right. I do not have a front plate on my car, but my name is actually on the front of the car. Excuse me, my name is on the front of the car. I own a 2012 Ford Flex, and the Ford Flex has the actual word flex written on the hood. I have a friend who does custom automotive work, and he took all the letters off the car except for the letter F, and he made letters so that it spells fluffy on the hood. Okay? Yeah, it sounds impressive. You can do it too for like $23. It's not that bad. They're like refrigerator magnets. You can even move them. Like one day a letter flew off and it said foofy. Look at me, que pendejo. I know, stupid, right? So the officer walks around to the front of the car and he takes his flashlight and he shines the light right on the hood. And he does this, he goes, I knew it! And my son goes, what does that mean? I said, that means we get to go. Oh, Houston, for the first time in a long time, my son was actually impressed by something that I did. You gotta figure, this is not impressive to my son because he grew up in this environment, okay? You saw that, right? I saw like a... That's like the third one I've seen. It's like stuff keeps... The people upstairs from Tombow. Keep talking. All right, I'll tell you guys what happened. Shakira performed here a few days ago, and Shakira has an amazing show, okay? She doesn't just come out and I think I just hurt myself. But there's a part of her show where all of a sudden it goes, and there's cannons with confetti that shoot everywhere, right? And I think that was leftover Shakira. Yeah. Can we edit out the part where I burned 800 calories? Oh my God. So where was I? Oh, this does nothing for my son. And the reason why I say that is because he grew up in this environment. He's been to 1,000 shows. He's seen me on TV 1,000,000 times. It's not a big deal. But the fact that I got stopped by a cop and the cop recognized me and geeked out and let us go, I earned street cred with my kid. Yeah, Frankie was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, hell yeah, cuz, that's right. You better recognize, player. We get home, he woke up his mom. Mom, you should have seen it. We got stopped by the cops. Are you okay? Yeah, they recognized Dad and they let us go. And she stayed quiet. And I told her, huh? I got recognized. And she said, ah.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Oh my God, he's back! That's right, baby, I'm back. It's been a minute. I took a little break. What happened to damn TV? Well, that's what happens when you do one too many Ray William Johnson jokes. Anyway, just want to let you guys know that we have this amazing show that's been featured here in the United States called Gabriel Iglesias Presents Stand-Up Revolution. I've seen the show, man. It's on the network. Yeah, but if you're outside of the U.S., you probably haven't seen it. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to check out some of the clips and some of the highlights from the show. So every week from now until, I don't know, about 20 weeks, I'm going to be uploading a featured comedian. And they're all, funny friends of mine. And I just want you to check them out, enjoy them. If you like them, cool. If you don't like them, there'll be a new one next week. That's the great part. What about you? I'll be here every week with a new shirt that looks just like this one to tell you all about it. So let's kick it off with a good friend of mine. You might recognize him from my Aloha Fluffy special. His name is Alfred Robles, and you'll notice that he looks a little different right now from the way he looks. Well, you'll figure it out. Enjoy, Alfred Robles.
I just broke up with my girlfriend because I'm engaged now. And guys, when the girl tells you it doesn't matter where you buy the ring, it does. My girlfriend got mad because I bought it at Kmart. I told her, babe, I saw that commercial. Every kiss begins with K. Kmart, baby. I've been engaged for 10 months, and my girl wants to change the engagement rules. She tells me, babe, why do I gotta wear a ring and let guys know I'm taken, and you don't gotta wear nothing? I told her, babe, I wear my sad face every day. I don't know how to fight. They say you're as good as your last fight. I haven't fought since the 3rd grade. So if you have a 3rd grader, I'll kick his ass. And I want a girl that reminds me of my report card. Her face has to be an A. She has to have double D's. Because tonight I want an F. Nobody can take a joke no more, right? Everybody gets mad. Me and my cousin riding the bus the other day, we're talking to these 2 black ladies in front of us, and before they got up, they asked me, are you guys brothers? I said, nope, we're Mexicans. And I'm losing weight because I went to the doctor. The doctor told me I was borderline diabetic. So I told the doctor, what are you getting racial for? Why do you gotta say borderline? Because I'm Mexican? Can't you say almost? Because you gotta be in shape. You gotta be in shape to do everything, all right? You gotta be in shape to cross the street. They time you. They give you 15 seconds. Every time I'm with my fat friend, he doesn't make it. My nephew's school was celebrating President's Day, and he comes and he tells me, my little black friend's gonna wear an Obama shirt, my little white friend's gonna wear a Kennedy shirt, and since I'm Latino, I don't know what shirt to wear. So I made him a shirt that said, coming soon.
Well, there you guys have him, Alfred Robles, with the long hair and a beard, and now he's got no hair and no beard, and he's about 80 pounds lighter. So Yeah, I told him, you got to stick with one look and just go for it. That's why I've had the same haircut for about 20 years now. So if you like them, follow them, and don't forget to subscribe. And every week, there'll be a new episode. So I'll see you guys later. All right. Fluffy's out.
I see a couple of young adults right there. How old are you guys? You 13. Wow. And next to you? How old are you? You're 10. Okay. I am so sorry for what Martin said. 10 years old. But you know what though? I can't feel too bad because you know what? 10-year-olds are young adults. You are a young adult. I don't see you as a kid. A kid to me, first of all, is someone who doesn't have access to the internet. You have, I'm sure, a tablet or a cell phone or access to online services, right? Services. What the hell is he talking about? Bad choice of words. You know what I mean, right? You've probably seen and heard a few things already, and the parents are like, no, not my child. No, I lock their phone. Yeah, but you don't lock their friend's phone. I feel bad whenever I say something that's kind of like risque, whenever parents bring like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and yes, it happens. Then I feel bad because then I'll meet them after the show and I'm like, I am so sorry for what you heard me say. And it's always funny to see the parents say, oh, they hear worse at home. Nothing like watching a 4-year-old confirm that, you know, just. Like, for example, my son, he's 18 years old, but he still doesn't cuss at home. Okay? Now, whatever he does in public, I have no control over, but at home, he knows he cannot cuss. One time in like 13 years, I caught my son cussing at home, and I couldn't even get mad. He had fallen down the stairs. I don't mean to laugh, but think about it. What am I gonna do to him that's worse than what he just did to himself? I heard it too. Just, ah! Son of a. I ran over. I didn't even check his safety. I was like, what did you say? You earned that one. I said, if you want to say the F word, next time let me push you. That's when I knew he fell hard. Really? No, get up here. Come on.
Say hello, this is the Fluffy Show. Hey, it's Fluffy! It's time to let you know this is the Fluffy Show. Hey, it's Fluffy! Yeah, yo, Fluffy, what's the status? Show enough, yo, who's the baddest? Yo, hit them funny bones with them comedic acrobatics. Feel the force, boy. Quit all that chatter. I just get more fluffy. Hopefully the chocolate cake is fatter. Chocolate cake, fluffy. We're Hawaii to Cali fresh, yes. You got your Hawaiian shirt pressed.
Oh my God, yeah.
His palms so built tough like King Kong. Everybody stand up, fluff it up and sing the song. Come on. Say hello, this is the Fluffy Show.
All right, you guys, it's me. It's Fluffy, and he's back. That's right, he's back here for one night only. No, actually, not one night only. I got the rest of the season here to talk to you guys and bug you just a little bit. I'm just gonna kick off the show. You saw him in season 1. You're about to see him in season 2. He's on my Aloha Fluffy DVD, and pretty soon we're gonna be having lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alfred Robles.
My friend's crazy. He comes up to me and he asks me, yo, Alfred, you like sleeping? Yeah. Sometimes you wish you could sleep for a long time? Yeah. Then he goes, you know what that means? That means you want to die. Think about it, and he walks away. I was thinking about it. Man, that doesn't mean that. So I seen him the next day, and I asked him, hey, bro, do you like basketball? Yeah. Do you like football? Yeah. You know what that means? That means you like black guys. Think about it, bro. And I walked away. Hey guys, don't you hate when you lie to your girlfriend to get her back and that lie works? And now you gotta live the lie? I told my girlfriend I started going to church to get her back, and now I gotta go to church. And I went to church last week and it was empty. And I started talking to the father, and the father asked me, hey, how can we get more people here at church? And I told him, you know what we gotta have, Father? We gotta have Wi-Fi. want to be able to check in. And Father, people like taking pictures, Father, so we need a cardboard cutout of Jesus Christ on the crucifix, and we should be able to put our face right in the middle. I can say that because I'm Catholic. All right? It sucks being a Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness, they believe 144,000 people are going to make it to heaven. And there's 10 million of them. I mean, I wasn't good in math, but what the hell? All right? What about if you want to join and you're the 144,001? What are they going to tell you? Hey, you could go knocking with us. But you ain't going to make it to heaven. It's sold out. Just become a Catholic. They got Wi-Fi at their church. And a lot of people don't know this, but Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness. He may have acted like a Catholic. But he was a witness. I never been molested. Thank you. They say one person out of every family has been molested. The hard part is finding out who it is. I called all my cousins. Hey, bro, have you ever been molested before? Don't lie, you're the last one. Because when you get molested, you could get away with doing anything because people feel sorry for you. Right? You could cheat on your girlfriend all you want. She can't get mad. Because you could always tell her, hey, you know what, babe? I was molested. It always works. I did that joke last night, and this lady got mad. She comes up to me, she tells me, hey, molestation ain't funny. I was molested. So I told her, I'm sorry, it's a touchy subject.
There you have it, Alfred Robles. Please follow him at Alfred Robles on Twitter or hit him up on Facebook. Or you can come to one of my shows and check him out, you guys. He's hysterical. He's a good friend. I've known him forever. Good people. Good people. Hey, you gotta like the guy. Good freaking guy. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You're being a dork. I know, but I'm bored and I'm hanging out and it's freaking hot in here. So subscribe to the channel and I'll be back here next week with more comics for you guys to check out. We want to see you in action. As do many. So you guys, I'll see you next time right here on Stand Up Revolution, the highlight show. It's getting hot.
Sometimes I feel like my voice is too deep for stand-up comedy. Like I should be giving away cruise tickets at 12 noon on the smooth jazz station. Oh, yeah.
Now, the problem with sharing a story like that is that people have questioned the credibility of that story. They say, how is it possible you could remember a story like that with such detail after drinking so many shots? And honestly, I don't. But we recorded the show. So I know the story very well, you know. She'll take off whatever you take off. She'll take off whatever you take off. She'll take off whatever you take. I know it very well. The question that I've always gotten over the years is,
are your stories real? We hear these crazy stories, whether it's about me and Snoop Dogg or Martin or all these different adventures or my son Frankie. People have always questioned whether or not the stories are like legit. And so in my last special, I addressed it. I was tired of people asking if my stories were real, so to prove a point, at the end of my last special that I did, I included a photo of every single one of the stories that I talked about so that people would know the stories are real. And tonight, is no exception. So, did I really get naked on stage? Ryan, hit the button. I'm fucking with you. Oh my God, you guys thought you were gonna see 3D. I'm sorry, I did that for me. I did that for me. Oh my God. You guys were getting stressed. You're like, cabrón, hide it. Los niños. Oh my God. The number one question I've gotten when it comes to my shows is, what is your writing process? My writing process is simple. I do not sit and write out jokes. I am really bad at that. Ask the Oscars. I experience things and then I come out on stage and I share them, and sometimes people laugh, and if they laugh, that's cool, I keep that, and whatever doesn't get a laugh, I work on until it gets, ha. 15 plus years ago, my friend Ivan, who is he's my number one longest, oldest employee. Not old like he's like, hello, how are you? He's been around a long time. He's been there from day one. Ivan's original job was to record my shows using a camcorder. Now, the fact that I'm saying camcorder should be an indication of the timeline. Because I know some of you right now are like, what's a camcorder? Yes, it was the Snapchat of our day. So Ivan would record the shows and then put away the camcorder and the tripod and a bunch of tapes into a bag. It was very bulky. It wasn't a phone, it was bulky. And then we'd go back to the hotel, and then he'd break the little guard off the back of the TV, and then, he'd hook it up and we'd watch the thing. And that's how I would review my material. One night, we go to dinner. Ivan packed up the bag. We met in the hotel lobby, and Ivan forgot the camera bag in the hotel lobby. And we went to dinner. And when we came back, it was gone. And we never recovered the tape. And I know some of you are like, how convenient. The tape of him getting naked is gone. And to you, I say, why would I even make up such a story that could potentially hurt my credibility or my image? I don't need 5 minutes of ha-ha. What I need is there to not be a tape. I know that there's footage out there of me doing something really, really embarrassing and something I wish I could take back. And I know that when this Netflix special airs, a lot of people are going to see it. And hopefully the person who has the footage is watching. And I would like to tell that person right now, in your living room, I know you have the tape. I have $50,000 with your name on it. Come get paid. My favorite part about this was the fact that they actually entertained the conversation. Like, he could have just looked at me and said, "You're stupid." And I would have accepted that. I would have been like, okay, But I guess we're living in different times where people are a lot more sensitive and more mindful. And so he just wanted to make sure I was okay. So he's like, Gabriel, look, I am not taking anything away from your credibility as a voice talent, as an entertainer, as just an individual. But my hands are tied. Look, contracts have been signed. Checks have been cut. This is a union project. And I'm like, look at him go.
The producer is also on this call, and the producer is the one responsible for the finance, the money. So he hears the director just freaking going down, and he's like, whoa, 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 hold on. Hold on. Hear the man out. Gabriel. Fluffy. Baby. Talk to me, Puddin'. If we can make this happen, what are we talking? I said, what do you mean? Well, what are we talking? What's your rate? What's your fee? I said, well, word on the street is I go for no less than $50,000. And I do have emails to support that. They still said no, but whatever. I know I'm going to have to defend Speedy Gonzalez again at some point because unfortunately that's how cancel culture works. You know, and don't get me wrong, I understand that some people need to be held accountable, but and by the way, if I'm the one telling you about cancel culture, it's already gone way too far. Because I pride myself in the fact that I'm not a comedian who's divisive. That's why I don't talk about politics, religion, or sports. Okay? Because all three will divide people. That's why I talk about food. Because food brings people together. That's right, unless you're vegan. In which case, you can leave right now. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't care if I offend you and your salad. You can leave. Bye. And the only reason why I'm so on the vegans is because I once was vegan. I know some of you are like, no. Yeah. I was vegan for a little under a year. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, that's not, you weren't even vegan then if it was less than a year. But think about it. Anyone who has ever gone on a diet knows just how hard it is to change your eating habits for 1 week, much less a year. And they told me, they said, you're going to lose weight. And they were not lying. I lost weight, patience, and friends. So I'm just here to let you know, I'm back. So, I almost got canceled. I almost got canceled because I posted a tweet of one of my dogs. Now, some of you already know I have 2 Chihuahuas. Yeah. I know, people watching at home, they're like, that's not stereotypical. Yeah, I know. I have 2 Chihuahuas. I have a little boy dog named Vinny and a little girl dog named Risa. Combined weight, 14 pounds. My little girl dog, Risa, she is 4 pounds, and she's 17 years old. Yeah. Her anger keeps her alive. I will confirm every stereotype about Chihuahuas. Oh, yeah, it's real. The rage is real. But with me, she loves me, okay? She's 17. She has no teeth. Her tongue hangs out. She's adorable. So I posted a picture of her on Twitter with the caption that basically read, going to take my little nugget to go get some chicken nuggets. And then I tagged at Chick-fil-A. Okay, so yeah, you feel that? See how the majority of the room was like, that place is good, sucks their clothes on Sunday. And then there was a few of you in here and you heard the groan, yeah. Half of those people, vegans. The other half are the ones that blew up my Twitter feed. My Twitter feed started getting flooded with nasty comments. You're stupid, you're horrible, how could you? We thought more of you. Really, Fluffy, you? And I don't know what they're talking about. The problem with cancel culture is they only attack, they don't educate, they don't explain. They just attack. And they expect you to know better or understand them, but they're not willing to play nice. So here's what happens. I'm asking questions, no one wants to answer. They're like, Fluffy, you're horrible, you're terrible. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, really, Chick-fil-A? I'm like, I'm sorry, Popeyes was closed. I don't know what to tell you. They're like, you know what you're doing. I said, I am more hungry than woke. I don't know what you mean. And then finally, someone took the time to explain to me why I was wrong for that tweet. Come to find out that Chick-fil-A in the past has been known to make contributions to organizations that are a little out of line with the LGBTQ plus community. Now, forgive me for using my hand to get the letters right, I just want to get the letters right. I do consider myself a supporter and an ally, and I'm trying my best to be as understanding as I can be with the limited information I have available. Now I'm going to say it again. I'm trying to be as understanding as I can be with the limited information I have available, which basically means I only read headlines. Here's the thing, you guys. There are a million struggles in this world. Every single day, there are people trying to better their lives, trying to get to a goal, trying to achieve something to get them out of one place and into something better. And it's impossible to keep up with everyone's fight unless you mess up and then someone pulls you aside and reads you the riot act. So, here's how the conversation went. Because I finally got one. They said, well, Gabriel, if you consider yourself a supporter of the LGBTQ plus community, moving forward, will you still be tagging Chick-fil-A in future posts? I said, yes, I will. But it's not because I'm not a supporter. I'm definitely a supporter of your cause, but causes are a two-way street. You got to support mine too. I said, I tag Chick-fil-A for the same reason I tag every other company I use organically. I'm trying to get free shit. Plain and simple, don't look past it. And I know some of you are like, well, Gabriel, don't you make money? Yes, I do. And you know how you keep it? Free shit. Yeah, let me tell you how I discovered this one. So I was at a Chipotle one night, and the staff was incredible. So I wanted to give them a little shout out online. So I gave them a shout out, and then I tagged Chipotle. Chipotle saw my tweet, and then they reached out to me to say thank you. And to show their appreciation, Chipotle mailed me a burrito card, good for 1 year's worth of unlimited Chipotle. And I tested it. Oh, they gave it to the wrong person. After about 2 weeks, it looked like a Metro card. It was all scratched up. So now let me tell you guys, if you were me and you sent out one tweet that got you fed for a whole year for free, wouldn't you be tagging as many companies as you could to see who else would want to donate to the cause? The only thing I'm guilty of is hoeing myself out. That's it. I was being a little cyber sucia. That's all I was doing.
Is something hurting him? No, you guys, I'm Mexican. From time to time, we scream like that when we're deprived of tequila for too long. So, you guys, my name is Gabriel Iglesias, the host and star of Stand Up Revolution, the highlight show. The show that's been featured for quite some time, and you're going to keep seeing more because I found more people to do the show, and it's going to be great. You're going to love it. So, this time around, I'm going to introduce you, and I shouldn't even say introduce you because I've brought this guy to you a few times in the past. He was featured on my DVD, Aloha Fluffy. He was featured on Season 1, Season 2, and now Season 3 of Stand Up Revolution. So enjoy him, check him out, follow him because he'll follow you back because he likes doing stuff like that. Here he is, Alfred Robles.
My mom, she's out there. She's real religious. She's a fanatic, so that makes her crazy. And when I was younger, she used to tell me, you got to go confess you got the devil inside you. I was there every other week. One time I was there, the father asked me, Alfred, is that you again? Yeah. All right, Alfred, listen up. Tell your mom we're fathers, we're not your father. Amen, Father. And when we used to go to church, my mom used to take this cup and she used to get the holy water and she used to tell me, drink it. You got the devil inside me. I was a little kid, so I used to believe her. What is he doing inside me? Tell him to leave. And if you haven't drank holy water, that shit is nasty. It tastes like fingers. One time I got my mom's nail. She was crazy. She used to tell me crazy stuff. I had a little brother who died at a young age, and every time something good would happen, my mom would tell me, your little brother is by your side. What about when something bad happens? Where's that little punk at? All right? My brother died in 1972 when he was 6 months old. I was born in 1981. Now to this day, we go to the cemetery, and my mom tells me, tell him you miss him. I never met him. And she leaves him a little teddy bear. He's 41. Leave him a porno. And then when I was 15, she tells me, you gotta go to Mexico, your cousin died, and you gotta be the pallbearer for his funeral. Let me tell you the way the funerals go in Mexico. You gotta carry the casket from church to his house to the cemetery without stopping. So there we were in the middle of the street marching. I wanted to put him down. I wanted to kick him out of the casket and just chill in there. Man, I'm tired too, bro. And the whole time we're marching, I'm looking at my fat cousin. You better not die, fat boy. She was crazy, man. Then she tells me, you gotta go to this retreat. I signed you up for a retreat. And when you go to retreats, it's a whole weekend. And they put you in little groups. And that little group is your family for the weekend. And when I get there, I'm the only kid there. It's an adult retreat. So one of the nights we had to go up on stage and talk about our problems. And my fake brother goes up. And he's all like, I'm a big cokehead. I don't have a job. I'm here because I need Jesus in my life. Then my fake sister goes up. I cheat on my husband. I do a lot of drugs. I'm here because I need Jesus in my life. And then it was my turn. I get bad grades. I lie to my mom. Then I couldn't take it no more. Man, you guys are all messed up, man. You guys need Jesus. I'm here because I got the devil inside me. You guys been great. My name is Alfred Robles.
There you have him, you guys, Mr. Alfred Robles. Please don't forget to follow him right there. And don't forget to follow me, because if you follow Alfred, you should follow me. It's only fair. And don't forget to subscribe, you guys, because if you subscribe, it makes me sleep better at night. We'll see you guys next week right here with a new episode of Stand Up Revolution, the highlight show. And I promise you, I'm going to have on a different shirt, even though this one still feels really good.
Do the fluffy, baby, do the fluffy.
Come on. You can't judge just by what he's wearing that he's gay. He could just be European.
And I was like, smile, machete! Smile, machete!
I don't know about this place, baby.
You said that about every house we looked at.
There's just something creepy about this place. Come on, Sally Jr. Oh, God, I don't know what's wrong with him.
My fucking dog is a pancake!
What's up, you guys? It's your favorite neighbor, Miguel. So, as you probably heard, this crazy cookies and cream couple moved next door, and you won't believe the spooky shit that happens.
What in the... Hey!
Let me just start from the beginning.
¿Qué pasa, mi amigo? I was just moved in with my girl right here. Well, he was just wondering maybe if you wanted to add us to your route.
Are you serious? Dude, I live here. It's my house. Malcolm moves in with his white girlfriend, Megan. This chick has 2 kids, Wyatt and Becky. Malcolm claims that the house is haunted because some freaky things have been happening.
You don't believe in the paranormal?
Of course I believe in that shit. I'm half Mexican, bro. Like, I believe in all that shit people don't believe in. La Llorona, El Cucuy, Chupacabra, Obamacare, interracial dating, nuclear war, but you name it, I'm all for it. So of course I pretend my grandmother was some bruja just to mess with them. You need a blood sacrifice.
Oh, hell fucking no.
Hey, you want to get rid of the demon or not?
Let's do it. Cheers. Right on.
But in all seriousness, you guys, there is some weird shit happening over there. That house just gives me the creeps. This is some scary cucuy shit right here, man.
I don't know what cucuy is.
Cucuy is a ghetto Mexican boogeyman.
Oh, like George Lopez.
I know, huh?
What in the... Ah! You wouldn't know anybody with an auto body shop, would you?
Are you serious, bro? Contrary to popular belief, all Mexicans don't have body shops, man. Well, you think we all have lowriders with a freaking Mexican horn? Take it easy, Malcolm!
Where you going?
Go to the swap meet. We're gonna get some chihuahuas.